Mercedes-Benz South Africa CEO Arno van der Merwe and CFO Herbert Werner are in our headquarters studio with me to take a look at the 2014 financial year and why it was a transition year for the car maker. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Arno, let's start off with you. The beginning of March will officially mark your first year anniversary at the helm of Mercedes-Benz from a local perspective. Maybe if you can walk us through the highlights since taking over Dr. Martin Zimmerman.
Thank you very much, Hugo. Yes, certainly, 2014 for us has been a very exciting year, many events. I think we like to refer to 2014 also inside the company as the year of the C-Class. This is the year in which we brought the new C-Class into production and also into the market, into South Africa. So that has been something that has kept us busy, something that we have concluded very successfully towards the end of the year. And also a very exciting project that we brought to fruition. At the same time, getting more into the other business sectors and understanding the full context of the business has certainly been a very exciting task. And we have a great team and a good 2014 behind us, so it's good to be here.
Herbert, maybe to come to you to give us more details on the numbers. Your revenue did manage to increase ever so slightly, but the introduction obviously of that new C-Class model and the manufacturing plant regarding this has obviously seen a significant increase in costs together with the training that you had to facilitate you.
This is absolutely right. We had to spend a lot of money, quite some money to ramp up the C-Class production in East London, train the people, ramp up capacity. But we all planned for it, so it was no surprise. We financial people, we do not like surprises, so that's why I'm quite happy about what we achieved in the financial year of 2014. And as you all know, sometimes you have to spend some money. You have to spend some money to make sure that your future looks as prosperous as your past already did.
Herbert, to stay with you, we do have a surprise from the South African market overall, and that has to be the load shedding initiatives which have been launched by Eskom. How have you managed to mitigate the risk from a financial point of view? And maybe, Arno, if you can step in with regard to production and manufacturing. How have you, are you sourcing alternative measures to boost the electricity supply to your manufacturing plants? Herbert, you can take the first part of the question.
So far, we didn't have any negative impact from the load shedding. We have on our side here in Gauteng, we have generators who are kicking in, but the main concern is with the plant in East London, and therefore Arno is the right person to give us more insight.
Yeah, I think that is clearly a topic that is front of mind currently. There is a lot of discussion, a lot of debate. I think it's important to understand in our context where we're operating in East London, our main supplier of electricity comes from the local municipality, from Buffalo City Municipality. The processes that we've been able to install to make sure that we have early warnings, that we also bring our share to the load shedding, so to bring our contribution during peak demand times, have actually given us quite a well-structured environment in which we can anticipate any impacts. That is absolutely critical. A manufacturing plant, the last thing that it needs is an unscheduled or unpredicted downtime. So by far and large, we've been able to manage with good processes with our local municipality the situation to date. We expect that we should be able to continue with that process. At least it's very critical that we do. We're looking forward to the midterm and long-term remediation actions.
Maybe if you can tell us more, Arno, about the procurement environment from a South African perspective. We do know that consumers are under pressure, but you guys have still managed to keep the lead and gain more market share when it comes to the luxury vehicles brands arena.
Well, I think what we're seeing now is really the effect of years of planning and investing in new products. We've brought a number of very exciting products to the market in 2014. I think the onslaught that we've led also in the compact car segment with a new A-Class is something that is really remarkable. We've seen with AMG incredible penetration, really a great success story. So we have great products. We are positioning them correctly, and this has led to really good market growth.
Just to close off with, I want to get your feel for the South African environment. Obviously, it comes with its pros and cons, but just recently we had the State of the Nation address where the issue regarding foreign land ownership was addressed by South Africa's president. Will this impact on any of the properties and assets that you own here in South Africa, Arno? And Herbert, feel free to come in here with regard to speaking to your counterparts abroad who have raised significant concerns about the South African environment.
I think in the short term, we don't. It's a little bit too soon to comment on what the intention is behind the statements that have been made and the policy changes that are envisaged. So we have to take, I think, a bit more midterm, long-term view. So I think we need more time to understand. Even if we see in the last few days there have been already some changing opinions and views of the matter and how it's been expressed. So I think let's give it some more time to understand what the government has in mind.
This is exactly right. We shouldn't panic right now. First of all, we should understand all the details, find out in which way it will execute it, the statement which was made last week, how it will execute it. And then we have to look at it. And as you already mentioned yourself, there are also other aspects in the South African market, and we also have to look at the market development, the demand growth, labor stability, all these topics, and then we will have to make up our mind, and we will see maybe it's even a good business case. We can get a good business case with renting the properties.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today.